everyone, welcome to this video. So before I get started, I did just want to say a massive thank you for 300 subscribers. That's a brilliant number, thank you so much. I have been away for I think nearly 2 months now. I don't know what happened, to be honest. I just kind of vanished. I did make one video, so I have got another one to upload hopefully tomorrow as well. But I just ended up having a little break and the weather turned cold and stuff, and I kind of lost a bit of motivation. But as I've said before, I'm always going to come back, and I'm here again. I've got loads of video ideas, I've got loads of things to unbox and review and this, that and the other. So I am going to be here. Hopefully now on a more regular basis. So today what I'm doing, as you probably read from the title, is a vegan beauty review. And now these are all products from Holland Barrett, which is, if you don't know, it's quite like a health and beauty store in the UK. And I actually got this stuff in a latest in beauty Holland Barrett vegan box that they did. And I did an unboxing of this. So here it is, like the leaflet about it, all the different products. If you're interested in seeing that, I'll leave that link down below. But this is months and months on after I pretty much finished a lot of the products. Some of them I gave away, so I'm not going to be reviewing all of them. Got 9 products that I'm going to talk about today. They're all, I think, still available for purchase on Holland Barrett. So you can't buy that box anymore, but if you're interested, you could obviously buy them from Holland Barrett. And I'm just going to review them today and talk about what I liked and what I didn't like. So let's start with the first one here, and it is, I believe, a full size I think it's called Watermelon Lip Balm. So I have used this a little bit, but to be honest, I don't really use lip balms that much. I actually find they don't help if I've got dry lips. I'd rather use like a lip mask, or actually lipstick seems to moisturize my lips better than a normal lip balm, which is weird, but it is what it is. So yeah, I can say about this, it was quite nice, it smelled quite nice, but lip balms just generally aren't my thing, so I'm not the best judge of this. I'm looking on the website now, and you can obviously order this stuff online, and this one is £2.99, which I think is relatively expensive for a lip balm. I think it's sort of on the top end of what I'd want to pay, but it's an okay price. And it's got 3.3 out of 5 stars as an average. So people are giving it quite mixed reviews. People say the texture isn't very nice, that it's a bit gritty. I found the texture okay, but yeah, it doesn't really sink into your lips or anything, so I wouldn't recommend this. So that was the first thing. Second thing I'm going to talk about is this. Now I have completely finished this, so sorry if it looks a bit grubby. It has been in the shower and then chucked on the floor and stuff. So this is the Sea Magic Seaweed Sculpt Mud, and this is basically a hair conditioner. Now I've got to be honest, I was a bit disappointed in this. I thought it was going to be like a, you know, the way it says mud, I thought it was going to be like a deep hair mask and stuff like that. And it was just like a kind of average conditioner. This was not really any different to any other conditioner. On Holland Barrett, this one retails for £11.95, so nearly £12. And I believe this is the full size one, yeah. So £12 for this. I definitely would never buy this. The scent was a bit strange. I got this horrible idea in my head. I smelled it once and I thought, oh, it smells a bit like hamster urine. And then I couldn't get that idea out of my head, and it probably doesn't even smell like hamster pee, but I just got that in my head and then it kind of put me off it. But I did finish it. You know, obviously I like that it's cruelty free. It's not a super bad smell, but it's not super pleasant either. I prefer like fruity smells or sweet smells or whatever, but I just was hoping this was going to be like a more of a deep treatment, but for something like that and for how expensive it is, it didn't do anything fancy. So I would just say stick to a normal conditioner like from Superdrug or any other cruelty-free brands. So I also wouldn't really recommend that one. There are some good ones in here, I promise. It does get better. Okay, next one we have is a Faith in Nature body wash, and this is in the dragon fruit scent. So let me get up the details about that one. So this one is £5.50, and this is 400ml, so this is the size you would get. So again, £5.50 is, I think, very expensive. But I quite like this brand because it's more like natural. I have used the plain scented one before and it reminded me of like a vegan sort of Sanex. So I do like that it's quite natural. There's nothing nasty in here really. The scent of this one is quite nice, but it's quite like a citrusy sort of fruity smell. I prefer generally like sweet sort of shower gels, like things that literally smell like sweets or like candy or whatever. It smells like a sort of like fruit juice, like fruit cocktail. It does smell nice, but I prefer less citrusy smells. But if you love citrus, that's probably a good option. My partner's actually been using it because I have loads of different shower gels, and I said, oh, you can have this one. And he quite likes it. It lathers nicely, but again, for £5.50, I don't think it's anything fancy. But if you do, you know, if you like the scent, you could go into the shop and maybe smell it or whatever. If you like the scent, it's probably worth it. It does what it's meant to do. It's nice enough, but I wouldn't buy it again because there's just other scents of shower gels I prefer, and just on a scent basis, basically. The next one we have is Elephexia. I'm completely mispronouncing that. Elephexia? I'm not too sure, but it's a push-up buttock sort of sculpting gel cream. To me, this, I didn't use it too much. But I used it a few times, didn't really notice a difference, but that could be my fault because maybe you're meant to use it more regularly. But it does smell really nice, and I would probably just use this on my legs or something, to be honest. I've put a bit on my hand there and it rubs in, absorbs really nice. I can't describe the smell. It's almost like a little bit peachy, quite a sweet, fruity smell. It's really nice. And this one, yeah, this is $15.99 for 150ml. So this size is a 40ml, but 150ml is £16 basically. Again, I think it's super expensive, but if you have that money, I would say it's nice. It's just a bit expensive for me, and there's other creams. I'm not really interested in trying to sculpt my bum or whatever. I think my bum's fine as it is, to be honest. So I probably wouldn't buy it, but if they did something like this just like for a leg cream, or, you know, I suppose even for toning your legs or whatever, that could be quite nice. But I just feel like it's not something I really reached for, but it smells nice and it absorbs nice, but not really, wouldn't be worth the price for me. Next one is a product I did really like, and this is the toothbrush. It's a little bit battered about, and the bristles are all funny now because I did use it for quite a while. And this is the Natural Family Co. Bio Toothbrush and Stand. So it came with also a little black stand, which I still use now. I might actually pop that in the shower because, I don't know, does anybody else brush their teeth in the shower? I sometimes do. And then I can put my toothbrush in the stand and the little shower caddy thing, so that's handy. But yeah, I did really like this toothbrush. The bristles were super soft. It came in a lot of plastic packaging, which I feel kind of defeats the object, but I'm assuming this will like biodegrade and stuff like that, which is awesome. So this retails for £5.99 on Holland Barrett, which again is quite pricey for just a toothbrush, especially when you should change it quite regularly. I think I used it for a couple of months, 2 or 3 months, and then I changed it over. I recently found some bamboo toothbrushes which I've been using. I found them on eBay actually, obviously brand new, for a pack of 5 or 6, and they're quite soft and nice, and I'm probably just going to stick to those. Yeah, I do like that sort of ergonomics of this. The bristles are nice and soft, so I did like this brush, and I like the little stand that comes with it. But again, just £6 is just not a price I would spend on a toothbrush that I'm going to throw away soon. Next up we have this cream. It's Urban Veda or Veda Soothing Day Cream. Now this is in a tiny little 10ml tube, but I haven't even finished this yet, and I do use it quite a lot. I get quite a dry forehead after I've showered or used like a face scrub, so I do use this, you know, pretty much every time after my forehead becomes a bit dry. And I do really like this. It absorbs so nicely. I actually like it in the little tube. You can buy this from Holland Barrett for a 50ml, so 5 times this size, for £19, which again is expensive, but if I could just find like a sample size like this, these last me for ages. It's got a slight, I suppose you could say, like old lady-ish smell, like I think that's the sandalwood and stuff, something that I would imagine an older lady would use, but I actually really like it, and it is soothing. The smell is rather strong, but as I'm using it on my forehead, you know, I didn't really smell it much. Maybe if you used it all over your face, it might be a bit overpowering. But I would recommend this because I really like this product. I just probably wouldn't buy a full size because I feel like I would just have that for years and years. I'd rather just find like little mini tubes like this, and that would be good for me and obviously cheaper. So I would definitely buy this again. The next item was this. Now sorry it looks a bit messy, but that kind of speaks for itself. This is the Ecodenta Black Whitening Mouth Foam. Now I love the idea of this, so literally you shake it up and you squeeze it in and it foams. It didn't foam too well, you do have to really shake it, but even then the foam's like, it's not like a massive foam. And to be honest, it's just so messy. You can see it's all black in the cap because when you shake it, or if you shake it without the cap on, it kind of goes everywhere, and because it's black it kind of like stains a bit, and it's just too messy for me, to be honest. and I just think it's a bit of a sort of gimmicky, sort of fancy thing, or like it's, you know, it's a foam and it's charcoal, but it just wasn't really my thing. I prefer like a normal mouthwash. I've just started one from Superdrug, their own brand, and it's obviously non-alcohol and stuff like that, and cruelty-free, and it's really nice, and I just prefer it. This didn't have much of a taste either. It didn't actually make my mouth feel clean. I like a really minty mouthwash, so after I've used it, it feels, you know, really fresh. This didn't really do that for me. The whitening stuff, I can't really say if that necessarily worked, because my teeth are okay, I would say anyway, and with brushing and stuff, I think, you know, it's not like they were yellow before or stained too much. But anyway, this is currently quite cheap actually. It was $6.49 for this size. This is a full size one. But you can currently get it on Holland Barrett for £3.24. Now I think also that might speak for itself, the fact that it's got basically a half price reduction. I would just say it's also kind of annoying to use, because sometimes when you push it, this cap bit down to get it out, it gets stuck. I just found it kind of annoying, kind of gimmicky, and I would just stick to traditional, more minty mouthwashes. Next product we have is one that really surprised me. This is, where's the label? The Natura Siberica Northern Soap for Deep Face Cleansing. I might have mispronounced that, but that's what it looks like. And this was actually really, really nice. So all it was just like a sort of black creamy soap, and you know, just smear it on your face and wash it off. It's a face wash. I use this a couple of times a week, and I've completely finished it now. It's completely empty inside. And it smells like marzipan. It's got a lovely smell. I'm a sucker for smells. If something smells good already, it's a good thing. So I really enjoyed using this. It did make my face feel quite clean because it's quite thick. It's almost like mud-like. I suppose you could leave it on for a bit so it feels more like a mud mask. So this is a 30ml size, and on Holland Barrett you can get a 120ml size, which I think would be worth it because I got through this relatively quick for using it like a couple of times a week. I didn't want to use it every day. So 4 times the size of this, that would last a bit longer, and that would be good, I think. And that's £13. It sounds like a lot, £13 for 120ml, but I would actually probably buy that. I would definitely probably consider getting this again because I really liked it. It was just a bit different and it seemed to work nicely. I use it like a little face scrubber thing. It's like this little rubbery thing with like little beads on it to exfoliate a bit. Exfoliator pad, it probably has an official name. I just scraped a little bit out and then just scrubbed it on my face. I just like the texture, I like the smell, and it washed off nicely. It did make my face feel nice and soft afterwards. So I would definitely recommend this. I really enjoyed this, and I probably would be tempted to get it again. Maybe if there was a slight offer, I would be even more tempted to buy it, like if it was £10 rather than 13. But yeah, I think I would get a lot of use out of it, and I enjoyed it in addition to like a normal face wash, so I love this one. And then the last item is another product I really enjoyed. You can see I completely used it. And this is the Ecodenta Whitening Toothpaste. I love this toothpaste. It's a bit boring to say you love a toothpaste, but I did enjoy it. So this is a full size one, and in Holland Barrett this sells for £4.49. Again, that is quite expensive for a toothpaste. But I must say, out of the vegan toothpaste I tried, which haven't been many, I mainly stick to the Superdrug own brand, but this one, it just made my mouth feel quite a lot cleaner. Again, the whitening stuff, I don't really notice all that stuff. I think, you know, as long as it cleans and my mouth feels nice and fresh, I think that's a good thing. It had a taste a bit like Tic Tacs, which I really like, that sort of minty taste. It had I think it was like sort of green coloured paste, and I just really love this. It's just the price kind of puts me off. Because it isn't a huge bottle, and obviously, you know, using it day and night, you're going to get through it quite quick. So £4.49, I don't know, I think I'd want to pay about half that price. But if you're a bit flexible with buying your beauty products, and if you're happy to spend that, I would highly recommend this. I think they also have like a different one that isn't whitening or whatever. So I definitely recommend this brand for a vegan toothpaste. I really enjoyed it, and it was one of my favourite products. So yeah, that's about everything. So hopefully this is useful just if you're popping into Holland Barrett, or if you're interested in vegan beauty. There's definitely quite a few products I would recommend here, and some that I would just say are just not worth the money. Again, everything is quite like sort of high-end, more expensive, I think, because it is all vegan, because they're using better ingredients and stuff like that, and generally higher quality products. So I think, if you've got that money that you don't mind spending on beauty stuff, there's a lot of good options here. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful if you're interested in this sort of stuff. I'll be back soon with a new video. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!